Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but this butterfly is pink. On the paper underneath, the butterfly is yellow, which really doesn't matter to me. I think it's going to work out and look all right anyway. But I'm going to make my cut so that everything will line up. So all I do is line these two pieces up. They don't line up perfectly because it is the pink versus the thing, but it'll look all right when I get it done. Okay, I am going to get me a pencil though and make that mark. And then when I cut it off, you'll see how it lines up and looks all right, even though it is not exactly the same place that it was on. It's not exactly the same place it was on the piece of paper. I mean, the piece of paper is not the same place. Anyway, it's not exactly the way it was. Okay, so if I trim that off, I'm going to have things like that. And you can see it hides all of the stuff that was under it, so that you don't know that that was a yellow butterfly. Except we know it was a yellow butterfly. But now you've got a nice little diamond of pink, which is fun too. Okay, chopping off that edge. And we'll save that edge because we could use that for something else. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really have anything that good on it. Okay, so we have this. We're going to put that right there. And we'll have a nice little pocket there to go with our tuck spot on this side. And I know, they're not very easy to see, are they? Not very easy to see. And we sometimes can ink the edges of this like this if we hold it kind of. Yep, we got some of that. Sometimes you can get that little corner there if you go like that. But that's tricky, so we will use our little dauber to pick up some ink and put it in there. Covering all those nasty white papers. Oh golly. This ink, when it dries, it does get a little lighter color. So if you notice that this is light here, it may not be because it's not covered, it may be because it's already drying. So it gives you a little bit lighter color after it dries. That's what the distress inks do. So don't let it distress you. Okay, I'm not funny. Don't quit my day job. Okay, that looks good, and that looks good. So we'll put a little bit, put the lid on this, and put our tape on the edge of this pocket, and then we'll put it on there, and we'll have 2 sets of pages done. I hope you're enjoying this. If I'm going too slow or you're not enjoying it, you can leave information in the comments about it. Give me, any feedback to let me know what's good and what's bad about what I'm doing. I do enjoy hearing from any of you and all of you. Put that down like that. Don't overlap your tapes. Just put them up to each other. And where's the edge of that? Make sure no tape's showing out the front. It's not. And then again, I just take partially undone. Partially undone. Come on. And then I'll partially undo this one down here. And we're ready to put that on there. Make sure it lines up. The top and with the bottom. Not too far in, not too far out, so that we don't lose the look of our making it invisible. Oops, right there. Right there. And push that corner down, push this down, and now we can take all our tapes out. and everything should lay down just perfectly. And there we have it. New tuck spot. I mean, a new pocket. I keep saying envelope. It's a pocket. Pocket. Get in there. Yes. We'll go through in a little later how to decide on what size tag to put in there, because you see the tag wouldn't fit in there because we have tape down here and we have tape up here, so this one wouldn't fit because you have to have a little bit of leeway on the bottom to accommodate that tape. So this would have to be at least 1/4 inch shorter to be able to fit in that pocket, and this tag may end up in this pocket. We have two sets of pages done. This page is done. We've got our tuck space here and our pocket here. On this page we have our pocket and our belly band. And that's what we're going to do going through this whole book. Let me show you the book that I did previously. And if you want me to explain any of the things that I did in it, then you can leave me a comment. And otherwise we'll say that this one's finished. I'll finish this one outside of the camera, and you can finish yours, or you can let me know if you need me to help you finish it. I will show you how we put in the journaling space at the back. This is the one that I finished. Basically, it has exactly the same kinds of things that one had. It has on the front, I did put a sticker on the front that came from the Graphics 45 Flutter pad, and there you can see I have the same kind of belly band we just created. Now this one doesn't have the dots on it, and we have the same kind of tuck space that I just created. I put a nice yellow thing in here to reflect the yellow over there. Actually, there are two tags there. Both of them have the blue around the edges, and that's right inside the front cover. I'll explain the covers in a moment. Then on this side, this is a pocket because it has glue on, or tape on 3 sides. Well, this is the actual fold, so that and the tape. And if you wanted these butterflies here to look kind of blue, you just switch your cards around, and now they've got the blue tinge. Okay, on the next one, I even took one of these butterflies I punched out and attached it to my tag. This one's a tuck spot. Now a pocket. And when you do this, you want to make sure you make that pocket not go over the hinge here. The little 1/4 inch that we had where it bends, if you put it over the top of that, it's not going to work very well. So you just want to stop that pocket right there, as I did. In this case, we used a piece of the green paper, and then we used some of those butterflies that we punched out to make just an interesting little belly band there with a little pink tag to give more color to this side, since we have these beetles and they're kind of drab. Another pocket. You can see that goes right in. You can see we just cut through that guy's wing on another sheet of paper and attach that on the sides, and this would be, sorry, it's a tuck spot, not a pocket. On the other side's a pocket that happened with when we folded over the piece of paper that was the middle sheet in this one. Now in this one I did I didn't put my sheets together the same way. I put all of the pretty sides up when you have it open to the middle. Here I added a different kind of belly band. This is a sideways belly band, and you can see it has a tuck spot, a tag that slides in there, and it doesn't fall out because the tag's so big. Now if you made little bitty tags, they might slide out. You might need a paper clip to hold those in there. In this case, I'm using one of K & Company's border prints on a piece of vellum to be the belly band for that. And here we have a pocket. Actually, this is a tuck spot because I didn't close the top here. I might do that later, but I haven't yet. It's just a lot of times easier to get your tags in and out if you don't have a fully enclosed pocket. A different kind of belly band. This is with a different Martha Stewart punch. It's one of those that makes a long strip. So I made a long strip that had the little tiny butterflies. You can see these are actually, they're 3-dimensional-ish. Can you see my fingernail under that? Yeah. So that they actually stand up from the cardstock that it's punched out of. See that little butterfly? So it's got a lot of interest in that butterfly. And when then I glued this to the pink belly band just right here in the middle. I didn't actually go around all of these butterflies, so they're kind of just in there, just straight. This goes under here. I don't have a pocket on that page yet. Oh dear. I think what I was planning to do was to have this beetle somehow be a pocket. I haven't decided what I want to do. What I might end up doing is making an oval frame for him and let it fall off the edges, but a vellum frame with another one of those beetles. I don't know if I have one. Oh, here's one. Look at this. I can just take this guy, cut him out very meticulously, and then attach him to a piece of vellum with a frame, and I'll have to show you that at a later date. But right now, let's go on and see what else we have in here. What are you doing? Oh, you were in here too. That's really bright. Maybe I'll do it this way instead. Now see how that picks up the greens over here, and you see the greens a lot easier than you did when it was all yellow. In this case, this piece of page folded over, and it only had this much. So I thought it needed to be a little bit wider to make a really good pocket. So I added a piece of vellum underneath, and then attached a piece of this polka dot paper, just a 1/4 inch of that. It's a little bit shy of a 1/4 inch. And then whenever you put the things underneath here, you can see a little bit the colors in that open spot. Here I used just a paper clip, so this page has no pockets on it. It just has paper clipped tags to the front and to the back. I've used a sticker from the paper pad there, and I just stuck this tag in diagonally so it'd make it more interesting. And then at the back of the book, I made a journaling page, a journaling spot. So you have a whole little booklet here with 8 pages, and front and back makes 16 surfaces you can write on or put pictures or whatever. And this is a tuck spot that I put on in behind that. You see the tuck spot is just attached at the top with the tape, and you can stick your journaling card, photo card, whatever you want to call it, in underneath of that. And this one this was that little tiny turnover that we had at the back of our book. I don't know if you remember that, but if you look at it on this one, you can see this little tiny turn. I added my little journal book here to that. And then when I tied it, I left the string long enough so that when I close the book, I can go around the book with the string and tie a little bow right here. There are many ways that you can fix closures for these, but that was what I chose to do. Okay, well, I'm going to leave you for now, and thank you for watching. If you like my stuff, subscribe. If you want to make a comment, or if you need me to explain any of the things that I did, please ask. And one of these days, I'll show you how I do the cover. It's pretty simple, too. It's just a piece of mat board that's black. It has a black core to the mat board, so it's black through and through. And what it is 6 inches this way and 5 7/8 this way. The back of it's 6 inches by 1 3/4 this way. That 1 3/4. And then I just tape those on right around the edge, and that's it. I don't even put anything in the middle. You don't need anything in the middle, it'll work anyway. And there you have it. Pretty little book made out of 2 scrapbook papers and some cardstock you would have on hand, most likely, some vellum, and a few little embellishments. Of course, it could be embellished way more than this, but I chose to make it a little bit simple. But there you have it. Be happy for the moment. This moment is your life. Bye for now.